I haven't made a video in a while. Figured I'd make one while I'm doing laundry, just to get some type of content out. I've been slacking. Yeah, my girlfriend turned 21 2 weeks ago. Beer Fest just happened yesterday. Triggers haven't been so bad, but I haven't been into a liquor store in almost 2 years. And we went in for wine for her 21st. And she got, what did you get? Smirnoff vodka. And then we went in again and she got Smirnoff vodka. And I don't know, I shouldn't even be walking in, honestly. And I probably won't go in again. It didn't really trigger me too much. But it brings thoughts back, it really does. It's just not, there's just no point for me to even walk in there, to be honest with you, because it'll take me down memory lane. It ain't like I have to buy alcohol and chug it. I was never that bad of a drinker, but I just saw this copious amounts of alcohol and it just hit me I can't believe this stuff has such control over some people, It's mind-blowing just looking at all the half gallons, just copious amounts of alcohol. And then, I started romancing it, how I would just drink into the night or pound a couple, a shot or two to get that buzz. And I kept replaying it in my head that swig, that shot or two when you're already tuned up, it kicks it into relax mode, And I obsessively thought on that for a bit, and then I knocked it out, and I'm good. I'm not gonna drink, trust me, but yeah, it's not healthy to even walk through. I think the liquor store bothers me more than the bar, because the bar, you have to walk up and you can just hang out. I know people are against it, but I can just hang out and drink water at the bar. It doesn't really faze me too much. It might trigger me a bit, but it ain't it's gonna cause me to drink. But a liquor store, it's all you're meant to do is go in, grab, and go, right? Yeah, right? At a bar, I can just sort of chill at a table or outside, do whatever. And I haven't even been to a bar in 2 years. But yeah, I don't recommend even going in. I mean, if you're earlier on, it's probably not the healthiest thing to do for sobriety. I'm fine. I got through it. My girlfriend, she just drinks a bit and stops. She doesn't get out of control. She doesn't like to party. She doesn't even like alcohol, really. Every time she's like, yeah, I'll have a couple drinks tonight. I'm like, are you gonna get drunk? It doesn't faze me. She can drink around me. I've been around it. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna have 4 or 5 screwdrivers. So we go and get it. Home. She has one, and it lasts her 2 hours. And did you even drink all of it? She didn't even drink all of it. And I'm pinky swear me, if we go and get alcohol, you're gonna get tuned up. And she can't. The taste of it deters her, which is good. That's a good thing. It doesn't really faze me having it in the house. There's been alcohol in the fridge in the past and stuff. It just doesn't bother me. I don't recommend that, though. For some people, you might not want to have any of that around, But yeah, she's like, I'm gonna get tuned up, and then she has a bit. She's like, I'm not in the mood. Same with New Year's, so that's good for her. I'd rather her. I'm happy she's that way. She can do what she wants, and if she doesn't get out of control with it, I'm happy with that. And I don't want to go to the bar and be a bar fly now. She wants to go down once in a while and have a shot. I'll go down to socialize and leave. I can do that. Some people might disagree with that, but it all depends on your own personal preference, your tolerance, what I mean, where you're at in sobriety. But it's been a learning experience. I don't think I'm gonna go in. If she wants to drink in a couple months or whatever, I'm not gonna go into a liquor store. It sort of disgusted me too, because I was looking back at all the alcohol I used to drink, and it makes me sick, honestly. I don't even want to smell it. So that's good, but it does cause intrusive thoughts. I don't think that may never go away. But I'm proud of myself. It's so weird after being sober for 2 years, after going there every other weekend, getting alcohol, and seeing all the alcohol in there and how easily accessible it is to people to just walk in and grab a whole bottle of liquid that just tears you up inside and mentally, And you always see that person, you can tell drinks regularly. Did you see the one guy that walked in next to us? You could tell he was an everyday drinker. And I always took notice to that, and I'm not judging, but there are people with some serious alcoholism issues. You see them quite a bit in there because they're coming in for their daily bottle, and they look rough. They look malnourished, skinny, and you can see it. They're aged. And I'm not judging. It's just a fact. It's alcoholism. It's 101, you know? And I'm glad I'm not becoming that, even though my drinking was never that far along. It still makes me sad to see, because some of these people are in their 40s, 50s, and I can only imagine how hard it would be to give it up at that point, and a lot of them won't, and it is what it is. But that walking in to the liquor store, it just seems so disgusting and pointless to me. Like, all this I gave up, and it's a good experience for me, but I don't think I'm going to go in again. I'll just let her do her thing. I can go in all day. It's just, what's the point? I don't even want to be around it, you know? But, yeah, she's 21. She doesn't really want to go to the bar. We talked about going down, and she can have a shot or two and hang out, and then we'll leave at some point. I'll drink water or diet soda. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It'd be nice to socialize. But yeah, it's been 2 years since I've been to the bar, and I'm coming up on 2 years no drink, August 4th. So we're less than 2 months away from the second full year. It's impressive. I'm very happy with it. Sometimes my mind gets to me, you know, it'll mess with me a bit, and I get through it. You got to remember all that, it gets better, you know, and it goes away. Those thoughts go away, and you become more resilient to it. It's just, I work next to a guy who drinks all the time and a guy who's in recovery, so they're talking about it all the time, and sometimes it'll trigger me, you know? Like I've talked about in the past, like they brought up slushies. I'll start thinking about slushies. I used to love killing a slushie or two before I'd drink 8%ers or whatever it may be. And the one guy who's in recovery, has like 2 months, he always talks about drinking. That he's going to relapse. He's going to do this. Just glorifying it. And I'm like, dude, stop. You know, I'll joke with him, but I worry about him because he's giving it power, and he's so early on, and he was a much more of a drinker than me. I brought him up in the past, and I talked to him. I said, if you want to talk, you can hit me up anytime you want, you know. He has a sponsor, I found out, but I told him I'm there if he wants to talk, you know. So I'm not going back, but I think he very well might. And with Beer, he was talking about Beer Fest, which happened yesterday. I'll find out Monday what he did. I'll be able to tell if he drank. Because I don't know if he went down or not. I hope not. But yeah, that is what it is. Just a little update. I was worried when she turned 21, she'd want to like frequent the bar more, but she does not care. She's just not a drinker. Neither is her mom. And it's weird because her dad passed away from alcoholism, so it's sort of a good thing. Now her brother, I'm a bit worried about when he turns 21. He talks about he wants to go to the bar, he wants to party, he wants to drink. So I'm really hoping the best for him. He still has 3 years till he's 21, but he likes to drink underage too, you know. Every kid does it. I just hope it doesn't turn into a problem for him. That's it. I'll get this uploaded later. A little car video, pass the time. Yeah, that's really it. I'll title this "My Girlfriend Turned 21." You know, yes, she's much younger than me. We met at her workplace. I started dating her when she was 19. Yeah, now if I wouldn't have met her at work, it never would have happened. Trust me, it would have just been like a hey, hi. You know, because her mom works with me too, which she promoted this to begin with, so that was my biggest fear. I'm like, nah, there's no way that I'm going to be hanging out with her. Her mom would kill me. But her mom's the one who freaking promoted it. So, it is what it is. I love her. She's cool. But yeah, she's 21 now, which is good because when she was 19, it was just a bit more awkward saying she's 19, you know, when I was 36 or 35. But, yeah, big age difference. But, that's better. Still young. But it is what it is. Can't tell you how many times people thought she was my kid. Because not only is she younger, she looks younger for her age. Which I just laugh about it anymore. But, Yeah, take it easy. Much love.